Viajar al extranjero puede ser una experiencia muy gratificante. Pero ¿qué pasa si llegas fuera del país y entras a un restaurante y no eres capaz de pedir lo que vas a comer? Esto y mucho más es lo que veremos hoy en Latam Bilingüe. Vamos. Hello everybody. How are you doing tonight? It's March the 1st. We're having a great new month in a very great new year. I have to tell you, in Chile, in my home country, March is a very important month. And the reason for that is because it's the month where the school starts. Chilean education goes from March until December. So every family has a lot of preparing to do to prepare their children. The family's dynamic changes. We have to do all the shopping, clothing, books, parent meeting, and everything goes back over in motion. In this country, February is a very slow month where a lot of people take rest, take their time, and they take it easy. But in our case, March is the time where everybody gets busy, everybody gets to work. We have a lot of traffic and a lot going on. So today our topic it's gonna be about food. It's about dining. It's about what do you eat if you go outside your country and you have to eat. What do you do if you are unable to speak? If you are unable to order what you're going to ask? How do you deal with these things? How do you know how much do you pay? This and so much more is what we're going to see today. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to go to our presentation right now. We go that, I have to tell you, being able to speak English, it's a very important skill to have in this world. Everywhere you go, every big capital city that you travel around the world, you always have to deal with languages. Don't matter where you go, in the big capitals, people always can speak English. And even if they don't, people will make the effort to understand what you say. But if you don't, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very difficult. This is why my commitment to you is that you all practice, prepare basic English, middle English, and advanced English. You might think this is a difficult class. Some people say, you know what, I don't understand a word the teacher is saying. So, for that reason, I purposely prepare a presentation with questions, pictures, and topics about, and different statements about what this topic is going to be about. And for that, we have a WhatsApp group in which we send this information with time in a Friday so you can read that, you can go to that paper, and you can prepare. Now, if you don't understand the language itself, it doesn't matter because it's only when you expose yourself to the languages where you understand. But if you're part of our WhatsApp group and you can read those texts I send to you and you can translate it, you know what this is all about. And if you have the chance to prepare the questions that I'm going to do to you, and you can answer them live here right now, you can later go on through this video and see what is happening in it, and that will give you a good idea of how this works. Now, without further ado, and with all my children behind me, as you can clearly see it, we're going to our presentation and see what is dining out your country is all about. Here we go. Number one, dining in a foreign country, in a foreign language country, can be a delightful and a culturally enriching experience. Here are some tips to help you to navigate dining situations effectively. Here you can see in the picture, you can see a man looking at the menu, and you can also see a waiter waiting to take the order. What are we? What are you going to ask, right? First, familiarize yourself with special dining phrases such as please, thank you, and the check please in the local language. To do that, we're going to have a look at some common waiter waitress question in a restaurant. Now, what is the difference between a waiter and a waitress? Easy. The waiter is the male and the waitress is the female. Okay, here we go. The waiter comes to you, you sit on the table, and the waiter will ask you, a table for how many? This question is asking you about how many people are coming to eat. And you say, okay, the waiter can see that you are one person or two people, but he doesn't know that maybe in your dinner there are more people coming over. So they ask you, how many people? And if it's the two of you and you have two other people coming, you will say, a table for four, please. So they will take you into the restaurant and they will find a table with four people sit. The second question waiter can ask, do you have a reservation? Why is this question happening? It's because if you're going to a very busy restaurant, sometimes they get so crowded that you might not find a place to sit. So this very nice exclusive restaurant, they have a booking or the reservation service that you can call them in advance and say, hello there, my name is Ken. I'm coming to the restaurant. Do you have a table for five tonight at say 7 p.m.? So they check into the book and say, yes, we have a table for four or five people. Do you want to book it? And they say yes, and that's it. You get your booking. Next question. Are you ready to order? This question the waiter asks you because when they come to you, they give you the menu and they say, here you go. So you have your time. You look at the menu. So when the waiter asks you, are you ready to order? You just say, yes, sir, I'm ready to order. And you tell the waiter what is what you want. Okay, I would like some spaghetti. I would like some rice. And I want this to be with either meat, chicken, duck, or anything you like to eat. And I also would like a salad. Oh, that's great. Would you like, here's another question that the waiter usually asks. Would you like anything to drink? Oh, yes, please. Can I have a soda? Can I have a Coke? Can I have a glass of water or a nice lemon tea? It's typical different questions that you might get from the waiter. Next question. Um, would you like a dessert? So this is what a sweet you get after you eat your lunch. And the purpose of this is to change your taste. So for example, if you eat fish, oof, you might stink or your mouth might not smell so well because of the fish smell. So they offer you something sweet to get this not very nice taste out of you, you know? Next question. Um, would you like another coffee? Because more often than not, people like to drink coffee. You can have a coffee when you first start. You can have a coffee in the middle of it. You can have a coffee after it. So another coffee, it's always an alternative that you might have to deal with those questions. Would you like fries with that? So here, say that you order the rice, you order the meat, you order this and that, and the fries are what we call French fries. And this is one more appetizer that you might want to have in your meal. It's something that you eat outside of your normal dish. So the waiter drop your food, then you get your meal, then you start eating, everything's going well. But every 10, 15 minutes, or sometimes the waiter come to you and ask you, how is everything? And this is simply because during your meal time, you might have something going on. Oh yes, please, can I have more water? Or can you please take that plate away? Can you please do this, do that? So if you have any requests, they will take care of it. And if you don't, they will say, you can say, I'm okay. Thank you very much. Now we are going to look at customer question. Who is the customer? The customer is you. You are the customer. And these are possible questions that you might have in your head and you want to ask to the waiter. Are you open? This question will be before you go into the place. You just say, "Hey there, are you open?" "Yes, sir, we are open. Please come in." The waiter will say to you, "What would you? What will be the next question? Could we have a non-smoking table, please?" If you don't like to smoke, you will definitely will want a place where people don't smoke. And the non-smoking table are usually inside the restaurant. But nowadays, restaurants have tables and chairs outside in the front part, in the front yard, out in the street, so people can order their drink, order their food, and also smoke. So if you want to smoke, you can ask, could we have a smoking table, please? And in that case, they will place you outside the restaurant in an open area where you can smoke and you don't bother anybody. Next question. Do you have kids menu? Why do we ask this question? This is because sometimes children only have small portions. They don't eat the same way as adults do. So it will be a smaller plate. Adults, we are big. We might have big meal, a lot of food. But little kids sometimes they don't eat a lot, which is why we only order children meal for our children. Next question. Could I have a dodgy bag, please? What is a dodgy bag? Have you thought about this? Easy. A dodgy bag is a bag where you can place your meal because sometimes you can order your meal and you might not finish it. What do you do with that? You can take it back home. So you say a dodgy bag is a bag where you can put the food and take it back home with you. A dodgy bag. Okay. Another question you can come and ask when you are eating, sometimes you want to go to the toilet. You can call it a toilet, you can call it the loo, you can call it the restroom. Where is the restroom? And the waiter will tell you, you just go straight down to the right, you can go straight through to the left. He will point you the right direction how to find where to find the toilet. Okay. Next common question that you might ask as a customer: can we change our table? Now, why would you want to change your table? Many reasons. For example, sometimes the table legs are not even and they move. You don't like that, do you? Or sometimes the table is not clean. And you can just say, I'm sorry, can we change our table? They say, oh, it's okay, I'll clean it. I don't want it. I want to change. Sometimes you have people near you who are making a lot of noises. Oh, I'm sorry, these people are so loud. Can we please change our table? You don't have to give them an explanation. You can just tell them, can we change our table? And they will say, why? If you just say, I just want to change it. I just want to change it. Can you please help me with that? And then this is what you do. You just change the table. Um, the next the next question. One second here. We have to fix this up. And I think we have a friend here tonight joining us. Our friend from Indonesia. Hey, Nafi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about
Oh,
you?
very good, very good. Our topic today is about food.
Oh, food. Okay.
Yes. Do you like food?
Yeah, I like.
I'm I'm sure. Just to out of curiosity, can you tell us what is your favorite food?
Kebab.
Kebab, so nice. Um, I was asking my student the other day what is their favorite breakfast. Do you like breakfast?
Yeah,
And which one is your favorite breakfast?
bread with jams.
How about that? So nice, yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
I like my favorite breakfast is bread with
Yeah,
scrambled eggs and
crumble eggs.
and a cup of coffee with no sugar and no milk.
Or something like no sugar and milk.
Yes, we call it in English black coffee.
Oh, yes, I know.
Hmm. This is what we usually do. And okay, we're going to continue with the presentation. Yeah,
Yeah,
understand meal times. So what happened is that if you go to a foreign country, people have different meal times.
yeah,
And when people have different meal times, they normally um you think you so you have your meal time in your country. Just to give you an example, maybe in your country you eat lunch at 12 o'clock, and some people in their country eat lunch at 2 o'clock. So if you say, hey, do you want to meet me at lunchtime, you just you will be lost. Do you mean 12 o'clock? What do you mean 2 o'clock? So it's
yeah,
always good before you get this agreement, you talk to the person. You just say, can you please be clear at what time do you want us to meet? I'm going to give you another example. For example, in my country,
yes.
Chilean people like drinking tea a lot.
Drinking some tea, okay.
Yes, we drink tea. And when we do, the tea is usually around 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, 5 o'clock.
Yes, but people in the States, they don't have a tea time, but they eat dinner at 6 or 7 p.m.
Sorry?
So people in the States, for example, they don't have this tea time,
Yeah,
but they have dinner at 7 or 8 p.m.
7.
Yes. So we have a different way to organize our meal time. And for this reason, I think it's important that we know if you go into a different country, what are the different meal times?
Yes,
Continue with the presentation. Oh, here this. It says, be aware of local meal times and customs. In some countries, meal schedules might differ from what you are accustomed to. You know,
yeah,
continue. Research local cuisine. Why this is important? Learn about local cuisine beforehand, including common dishes, ingredients, and culinary traditions. This can help you more informed choices. So this means if you go to a new country, um, you don't understand about their food,
Yeah.
you will be lost, right?
Yes.
So say that you come to Brazil and people say, "Hey, can we eat blah blah blah? Can we eat?" Oh, say that you go to a place just to think of an example right now, you go to a place like England and they say, "Hey, Nafi, do you want to try an English breakfast?"
Yes.
And you're going to say, "Well, what is that?" Oh, okay, it's this, that, that. So they will have to explain to you what it means. But if you read about English breakfast before you fly into the country, you will know whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can say, yes, please, or you can say, no, thank you. In the Western countries, if you reject food, people don't get offended. But in countries like in Indonesia, if you reject food, people don't feel happy. They say, "Oh, you don't like my food. Why? You don't like me?" Right?
Yes.
Now, Vi, tell me about any traditional food you have from your town.
Traditional food.
Yes, that you like.
Um, it's called sarabi.
Uh huh.
It's made from ma.
Okay, when you come back, we can go back to your Sarabia. And I see now I have Benigno. Benigno, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Hello.
Hey, finally you're here. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very good. You very well. Thank you. Last week, I can
Great.
see you in the screen and I click on your profile, but I was unable to bring you into the room. And I've seen that you've been over 10 minutes, but just right now, I have the chance to put you in. So that's just technology, yeah?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, twice, two times, I have the problem. The entry in the meeting.
Uh huh.
I have problem. Last class to have. I have problems too.
The same thing happens. But you know what?
Mm,
Now it's working and there's nothing like the
yes.
moment. So I'm glad
Yes.
to have you back. And that if you weren't listening, today we are talking about meals, about food, about how you order food in a restaurant. Um,
Yes.
Tell me about any um, food important or not poor important, but unique tradition you have in your country.
In Costa Rica, the meat traditional is el gallo pinto. Almost people eat rice and beans and eggs and anything every day in the morning. It is traditional that the typical food is very good.
Rice, meat, and
I
egg.
mean,
Is that right?
rice and beans, rice and beans,
Rice and
and
beans,
eggs, huevos, eggs.
eggs.
Well, oh, eggs, sorry, eggs, and maybe chicken, sausage chicken, also meat too.
Okay, okay, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And question: this is for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or what?
No, breakfast. The
Breakfast.
lunch, yes. Or
Okay, let's think with breakfast. In breakfast, you have egg, rice, and
beans and
that's a very
sauce, chicken sauce,
uh huh.
salsa sauce. Yes, is in all the restaurant here say soda. This is a restaurant. You get up the restaurant. What do you say or what do you think? I like to pinto with we say pinto with eggs and sauce chicken, uh, anything.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. That is a very powerful breakfast. You see, in my country, I mean, most people have either a cup of coffee or tea,
And,
bread, and something with it. So it can be ham, could be cheese, or could be,
uh,
in my case, eggs. But what
uh,
you just described is a very strong breakfast. Congratulations.
yes, yes, it's big breakfast. Yes,
It's a heavy
yes,
breakfast. Yeah, I agree with you.
yes,
And
yes.
at what time do you usually have breakfast in your country?
Maybe 6 o'clock or to 8, 6 to 8 every day. Or many restaurants or
Between, right? Between 6 and 8.
uh-huh, 6 between in 8. In many restaurants, self vending, the breakfast 6 or 5:30 to between 10 in the morning. The 11 to 1 p.m.
Uh-huh.
The lunch.
Okay.
The,
That's good. That's good. So at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning, you have breakfast.
mhm,
And the next meal, at what time would it be?
mhm.
Okay, I'm
The,
gonna.
uh, repeat, teacher, excuse me. Repeat
So
the
the
question.
question is, for example, in my country, in Chile,
Uh-huh.
we have breakfast average around 8 o'clock in the morning, and the second meal will be around 1 o'clock, which is what we call lunch. How's that working in Costa Rica?
Here, the breakfast is the 6 and 7, 6 between 7, and the other meal is the 12, no, 11, 12, about.
Okay, so when it comes to your lunch at 11 or 12, can you
Mhm.
please describe it? Explain what do you normally eat for lunch?
In my case, I use usually eat fish or meat or chicken with made chayote, I don't know, or vegetable. Hello, teacher, you listen? Listen, you there?
I think he's have
Yeah,
something.
Here,
the teacher lost. Yeah, yeah.
I think
Okay, okay,
I think I have
okay,
some technical problems, but here I am, and I was
okay,
listening
okay.
to
No
your.
problem. Okay, no problem, teacher. Okay, with in any cases in the restaurant, you eat rice and beans, salad,
Uh huh.
chicken or meat or soup. Any
Okay.
cases. Here's is, the names. The soup is olla carne. The
Oh,
traditional
all
is
right, all
olla
right.
carne.
Okay, now we're going back to Naufi. Yes, she's from Indonesia. Naufi, you already
Yes,
told us. You already told us about your breakfast, and the question is, at what time is the next meal, and what do you usually eat at the second meal?
second meal.
Yes,
Rice
but at what time?
time.
Yes. Makan siang jam berapa?
Makan siang.
Iya,
Like, yeah, maybe 11 or 1.
11 or 1. Okay.
Yes.
And what do you normally eat at that time?
Rice with chicken or fish.
That's right. Yes. And which one is your favorite lunchtime?
Um, Fried rice.
Fried rice. Oh, I love fried rice. Benigno, just so you know, I used to live in Indonesia before. It's a beautiful country in Southeast Asia. And the time I was there, I used to eat fried rice all the time because the way how Indonesians cook fried rice is so tasty, so delicious.
In Costa Rica too, we eat rice and chicken. The name is in Costa Rica is arroz con pollo. It's very very delicious too.
That's great. It is great. If it's well done, if it's well cooked, it's amazing, right?
Yes, it's a saying. The preparation is saying you use chicken, rice, and onions, cilantro. I don't know how you say cilantro.
Can you cook,
Any,
Benigno? Can you cook?
yes, I love cook. Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, thumbs up for you, buddy. Thumbs up.
Thank you, sir. Thank
All
you.
right.
I
We
love
con-
cook. Yes.
we continue with the next slide, which is about known no dietary restrictions. You see, people and cultures have different restrictions, and we have to respect those restrictions. For example, Tristan, I can do that later. For example, people are vegan; they don't eat meat. There are Muslim community. We don't eat pork, which is called halal food. Some
Mm.
people are free from lactose because it damages their health. Some people are peanut allergic. If they eat peanut, they can die. For this and other reasons, it is very important that we have a big understanding from people different restriction. So here we go. Understanding any dietary restrictions or food allergies you have and learn how to communicate this in the local language. So what this says is that, for example, if you are allergic to peanuts, you have to be able to say that in English so the moment you go and visit the place, you can explain that. Because if you don't tell that to the waiter, to the waitress, or to your flight attendant, they might serve you that meal without knowing, and in the worst scenario, they can kill you. Say that you're allergic to, I don't know, coconuts, and they prepare this food with coconut, and you don't know the coconut it's in your food, and you eat it, you can get sick. You will be forced to go to the hospital, take medicine, this and that, blah blah blah, and this is something that nobody wants to go through. So, bottom line, if you have any important food restriction, any important food issues, you have to be able to say that in English so you can explain to the doctor, to the restaurant, and to your flight attendant. Very important, okay? Now, Fee, do you have any food restrictions?
Sorry, what perception means? I don't know.
Is, is there any food you don't like or you cannot eat?
I like everyone put.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
No problem, no problem. What about you, Benigno? Do you have any food restrictions?
No, teacher. Only usually I don't use sugar, but
So you
I
you
have problem with my
you
diabetes
eat
only.
you eat everything.
Yes, yes,
Chicken,
yes. Fish,
cow,
meat, all. Yes,
monkey
yes.
monkey brain.
No, no, monkey, no.
I'm just joking with you. You don't eat monkey brain, do you?
Oh, no, no, no.
All
Only
right, that's good.
traditional.
That's good.
No, no.
Okay. Hey, we have another friend here who joined us. His name is Jesus. Hey, Jesus, are you there?
Hi, teacher.
Hey there, buddy. How are you today?
Fine, thanks.
Hey, so good to have you here. Can you tell us where you are?
What?
Where are you?
I'm from Mexico,
Oh, you're
Guadalajara.
from Mexico. Uh-huh. Okay, so you are from Mexico, and are you in Mexico right now?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's great. It's great news. Tell us, just to give you an idea, my name is Kenneth. I am from Chile, and I am in Santiago City. So the question to you is, in which part of Mexico are you right now?
Uh, I live in Mexico. I am study English.
Congratulations. In which city in Mexico are you? Oaxaca, Cabo San Lucas. Where are you?
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara City.
Ajá,
All
Guadalajara
right.
City.
It's a great city, right? Is it beautiful?
Yes.
Okay, Jesus. I'm going to ask you a question, and I hope you can answer the question. Today, we are talking about food. And the question to you is, what is your favorite breakfast?
My favorite breakfast is hot cakes and eggs. Eggs.
Hot cake
Ajá.
or hot coffee?
A lot of coffee.
Coffee and eggs.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Very good breakfast. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Continue with the presentation. And the point number 5 says ask for recommendations. Yeah. Don't hesitate to ask locals or restaurant staff for recommendations. They can guide you to popular dishes or hidden gems. What does this mean? I think this is a very important point. Why? Because sometimes, yeah, when you go to a new place, you might read the book, you might get the internet information, say, oh, go to this restaurant, go to that restaurant, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes local people, maybe your taxi driver or maybe your hotel worker, you can ask them, hey, excuse me, do you know a good restaurant around the area? And they say, you know what? This is a typical restaurant, and that is the typical restaurant, and there is McDonald's, and there is Pizza Hut. But if you go down that corner to the left, you will find Juanito's restaurant, and they have very good food. So more often than not, locals they have these tips about this beautiful, wonderful restaurant that you might never know about because they are not in the book, Lonely Planet, or the website. But it's only the local people, the one who knows these places. So it's always good to ask around for directions and to ask for tips because they will have the best information out there. Continue. Be open to trying new foods. Okay.
I know I don't eat arañas. I don't spray.
Benigno,
Mm.
have you
Uh,
ever tried any unusual food that you never had before?
no, teacher, I traditional food in Costa Rica. I eat goat, chicken, fish. The other animal I don't like. In this photograph is spider. I
So you like cow, chicken,
uh,
but for example, do you eat rabbit?
rabbit. Yes, I eat rabbit. It's very
Rabbit, yeah.
delicious too.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Can you eat horse?
In one or two cases, I eat horse.
Okay.
In Costa Rica, use sell meat the horse in any places.
Okay. Now, Fee, do you eat rabbit?
No,
No. Okay. Why not?
it's ah, rabbit
It's bad.
haram nga.
Haram.
Rabbit
Yeah,
haram.
haram. Yeah, benar, benar, haram, haram. Okay. Do you eat, now, Fee, do you eat snakes?
Sorry?
Snakes.
No, no,
No. That's okay.
no.
Haram lagi, yeah? Haram.
Yes, haram.
Okay. Jesus, are you there?
Yes. What?
Can you eat spiders?
No,
No, no
I don't
spiders?
eat. No, no.
Okay, okay, okay. Can you eat goat?
Can you go
Cordero.
cordero? Yes.
Goat
I
is good,
like.
right?
Yes.
Now, Fee, do you eat goat?
Good, good kambing.
Kambing.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Benigno, do you eat goat?
Yes, sir. In
Goat is good, right?
Guanacaste, many years ago, I eat goat in Guanacaste. It's
Yeah.
very delicious.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, continue to the slide. So this picture is just a way to show you that there are other meals, other type of food that we might not like, but people in other parts of the planet they do like. So this is something that we should keep in consideration. Not because we don't like it, it doesn't mean it's not good for other tradition cultures. Embrace the opportunity to try local specialties and be open minded about tasting new flavors and textures. Next question. Next point, table manners. Familiarize yourself with local table manners and etiquette. This includes understanding whether it's customary to tip, how to signal that you're finished, etc. Okay. Who's now? Uh we're gonna start with Naufi. Naufi,
Yeah.
do you do you have any table manners that m- just to make it just to easy understanding, is there anything unpolite in your country when people are eating?
Sorry, like etiquette.
So if people are eating, ada yang tidak sopan.
Ah, like you eat with sound in your mouth.
Sorry, say it again.
When you eat and you have some sound in your mouth.
Oh, that's not polite, yeah?
Yes,
Okay, okay, that's very good. Thank you, Nafi.
yes.
Benigno, do you have something that in your country is not polite when people are eating?
Yes, in many cases, the people eat the different forms.
Mhm.
In any case, you eat fish, no, chicken. You it's better use your hands or no use that yes. It's better eat with your hands. No use knife fork. No, it's different. The people in any cases use the your hands to eat chicken, eat meat. No, 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 no. It's tan strict that or no have a etiquette or. Yes, you eat uh, any form.
So basically, you're saying that eating with your hands is not polite. Is that right?
Hmm.
All right, all right. Good, good, good. Jesus, is there something not polite in your country people do when they're eating?
Mm.
Jesus, are you there?
Yes, yes. Eh, okay.
Something not polite, not polite.
Not polite on the table.
Yes, at the time you're eating.
Okay. Mm, okay. In your family, no excuse uh, for manners. Uh, uh, mm, no, no can, no cannot. Mm, the manner o sea, no.
Manners. Okay, okay.
Ajá.
Okay, in my country, we have many things that are not polite. For example, sneezing open. People don't like that. What we do, we cover ourselves. Yeah. Number two, cleaning up your teeth. It's
Oh,
not in my country. It's not polite when you're eating. Don't clean up your teeth between your teeth. People don't like that. Okay. Yawning. Yawning, it looks really bad when you're going to eat. You have to avoid these things because people will not like it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's not cool. Respect cultural norms. Yeah. Respect cultural norms regarding mealtime, conversations, tipping practice, and other dining customs. Yeah. So, tipping practice is important. For example, in some countries, it is important that you give a tip, that you give some money. You go to a restaurant, you buy a meal, they give you the bill, $20. So some countries, they don't put the tip in the bill, but you still have to give it. So it's important before you fly to the country to find out how much you have to give. Say that you go to America, and in the States, the bill is already included in your receipt. So if your bill is $20, they charge you 23, 24, whatever, you pay and you go. But in some other places, the bill is not included, but it's expected that you pay. So you give it anyway because you know beforehand that if I go to, say, Puerto Rico, people will not charge you with tip, but it will not look good if you don't give a tip. So if you know that, you just give it and you go, and you don't look like a stupid tourist. You know what I mean? Very important. Continue. Check water safety. Be cautious about drinking tap water and inquire about the safety of water in different regions. It's often safer to stick to bottled or filtered water. Start with the questions. Benigno, you there?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, how's the tap water in your country? Tap water es el agua de la llave, ¿vale? How's the tap water in your country?
The water in my country is potable. I don't know. I don't know. You say potable is you can use the grifo, put the glass eat the water directly the grifo.
It,
Or in any case, you buy the supermarket, you bought the water, one bottle, the water too.
so basically, in Costa Rica, tap water is drinkable. You
Yes,
you
potable.
can drink it.
Yes,
If you can
yes,
drink it, it's drinkable. You know.
yes. We no in this in my country is the water is very clear. Is
Very
uh,
clean.
yes, you no have problem. You eat the one glass that you put in the grifo or una
Ah,
llave.
so nice,
Yes,
so nice.
yes. Yes.
What about
We
you now, Naufi? Tell me about the water in your country from the tap. Is it clean or is it not?
Well, water in my country, it's clean.
Uh huh. That's good.
It's
That's
very
good.
clean and have 70 weather.
Excellent. Excellent. That's great. That's great. And what about you? Jesus? What about you? Your country, Mexico.
Mm, the weather is clean. Pa, mm, mm, take a shower. No drink. No drink. El grifo, ¿cómo se parece? No, no es
El grif,
bastante limpio. Ajá.
el grifo is tap water. I'm asking about tap water.
Ok.
Can you drink it?
No,
That's
no
right.
can drinking. No, no is clean.
I understand. So this is my point. See, in my country, in Chile, it will depend on the city. For example, in the north, in my city in the north, like where you have the minings near you, the water has been contaminated with many minerals. You have uh all these mining minerals contaminating the water. So tap water is not recommended. But for example, where I am now, which is in Santiago, capital city, we are very near the mountains. So tap water here can be drinked and it's safe to drink it. So it's important that we check where we are, where we are going, and whether the water is drinkable or not. Now, the reason why I put this picture is because of the eyes. Because sometimes you can order a Coke and you think it's a Coke, it's clean. Everywhere I go, it's always the same. And you're right. But the ice might not be as clean as the Coke because you don't know where the water come from. So if you're going to drink Coke outside a country where the water is not so clean, don't order ice. This is my advice to you. Continue. Understand service charge. We just talk about it, yeah? Some countries ask for tips, some countries don't. It depends. So it's important for us to know how much we have to pay for waiters so we don't make anybody unhappy about the service. It's about being polite, really. That's it. Oh, oof. Make reservations. Uh, oof. I don't know what's wrong with the computer today, but it's okay. We are gonna get through this one way or another. Ah, my computer is not. Gee, look at this. Oof. Okay, here we go. If you are planning to dine at a popular or busy restaurant, consider making reservations in advance to secure a table. So we also just talk about it. If you're going to a very popular restaurant, take your phone, call them in advance, and book a table. Tell them, hey, my name is Kenneth. Do you have a table for five? Yes, we do. And they can um, hold this table for you so you know when you get to the restaurant, you will have a place. If you go to a famous restaurant without a reservation, you might not get a place. And this could be very uncomfortable for you and whoever is with you. So, if you're going to a fancy restaurant, if you're going to a nice restaurant, better call them first. We are five people. We want to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your place. Do you have a table for us? They can say yes or no. If they say no, you can find either another time or another restaurant. But booking or reserve a table could be an easy way to get a meal in a nice place. And finally, oof, see, I don't know what it is about the PowerPoint today, the presentation today.
No problem, teacher, no problem.
Sorry. Oh, you are so kind, so understanding. Okay, adapt to a local pace. Embracing the local pace of dining. In some cultures, meals are a leisure affair. To be patient and enjoy the experience. What does this means? Yeah, the world is divided by three type of people: the one that eat with the fingers, the one that eat with the cutlery, and the ones that eat with the chopsticks. You know.
Yes.
Question. Now, for question,
Okay.
what what do you prefer? To eat with your fingers, to eat with your chopsticks, or to eat with the cutlery?
Finger or some spoon. Okay.
Fingers,
Yeah.
right? Congratulations. I have to tell you, Benigno and Jesus, that Nafi is from Indonesia, and eating with fingers in Indonesia is a very common thing to do. Good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't like use the palillo. I it's for me it's difficult. I
It
prefer
is.
for I prefer for or a spoon. No.
It's difficult for me too. Um, what about you, Jesus? What do you eat with?
I never use chopstick. ¿Es palillo? Chopstick.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Yes,
chops,
chopstick.
I never
chopsticks.
use. For me, it's difficult. I never
Okay.
use.
So what do you prefer?
I prefer fork,
Fork.
fork,
Fair enough. Don't forget the K in the end. Fork. Try again.
fork,
Fork.
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 Yes, yes, that's better. Okay, so fork and knife is the easiest way for us who live in the West. I can tell you, when I first came to Indonesia, I started eating with the chopsticks, and it was very difficult because I had no practice. I took so little. I was so hungry. I literally struggled. But in time, you get used to it. And well, in my case, I can eat with chopsticks if I have to, but I usually prefer the cutlery, you know?
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, yes, great. It's great. It's different cultures, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
Remember,
yes, sir.
remember that dining is not just about the food, it's also an opportunity to engage with local culture by being respectful, open minded, and willing to adapt. You can make the most of your culinary experiences in a foreign language country, you know? So if you go to a foreign country, look, what's the point here that I want you to to consider, you know? If you go to a foreign country, you can also live in the West. If you are from the West, yeah. If you go to an Eastern country, you can always eat McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut because those big restaurants are everywhere you go. But in my opinion, in my experience, I say try local food. You will find so much varieties. You will find so many different food. Some of
Food.
them are really good. So be open to that. For Western people that go to the East, go to places like Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, try local food. Try to eat the
Yeah.
way they eat because you will find something so nice.
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
Fee,
teacher, it's important.
it's my advice. Now, Fee,
Yes.
question for you. We are getting to the end of this program with my boy walking behind me. We are going to.
Yes, yes.
You can
No
see that. I'm
problem.
sorry about that. It's my boys. What can I do?
No problem, no
No
problem, teacher.
problem.
Now, Fee, before we finish today's program, do you have any comments about Indonesian local food?
When you come in Indonesia, I recommended you to testing local Indonesia food because tasty is different with some country. Okay.
Oh, that's so good, so nice. And
Thank
when is the best time to eat to go to Indonesia to try good food?
you. Night or evening?
Evening.
Yes.
So you go to the night markets, yeah, to eat local food, yeah.
Yes. Local
Okay,
market.
okay. Nafi,
Thank
thank you very much for your time,
you. Thank.
and I will
Thank
see
you,
you.
teacher.
I will see you next week. Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Wait, wait, wait! Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Now you go to Jesus.
Ah,
Your time, Jesus.
What?
Give me, give me something about your food in your country, something that we don't know,
Mm,
something unusual about food in Mexico.
eh, the food more delicious?
Yes,
Yes.
something delicious about Mexican food.
Oh, pozole.
What is that?
delicious.
But
So,
¿qué es? What is it? Tell us what it is.
is um, meat
Mhm.
de cerdo, ¿cómo es?
Pork.
Pork,
Pork
pork,
with
and ay,
pork with porky.
ajá,
Usually, you put any vegetable is very delicious. Is soup. You can see soup is pozole. Pozole is a
ajá,
soup.
is corn, corn kernel, o granos de maíz,
Uh-huh.
Corn.
Pork,
ah,
corn,
corn,
pork,
Corn.
corn,
Corn. Corn.
corn,
corn, ajá,
and
y
pork.
Ajá.
re- I
Okay.
eat, but not, I'm not preparation.
Okay. 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 Jesus, thank you very much for your time. Yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
Take
Thank you,
care.
teacher. Bye. Bye.
Benigno, Benigno,
Yes.
don't go yet. This is your
Okay, okay,
time.
okay.
We want to hear now your final words about food. Tell us something about food in your country that we don't know about.
No, you come here, Costa Rica. I recommend you eat gallo pinto.
Cayopin.
Yeah, gallo pinto. Gallo
What
pinto.
is cayopin? Tell us about that.
It's the rice and beans and eggs. You put cheese or chicken and sour.
Uh-huh.
Yes, in the morning is very delicious. Very delicious.
Oh.
I recommend any people
So it's
in
breakfast, basically.
the frax. I hear you eat anything. The cooking, Costa Rica cooking is very very nice.
I believe
It's
that.
la
Oh,
sopa, olla carne.
the soup, the soup.
See the soup here. The name is olla carne. Is delicious. They it you lleva ves
Has
hat, chayote, meat, chayote, I don't know, meat, plátano, how you say plátano? Plátano,
bananas.
bananas, yuca, any vegetable. It's very delicious. Very
Very
good.
complete, yeah?
Yes, yes. Here, raining. Here is raining.
Uh-huh.
Is that soup is formidable? Of is special. Eat
Okay.
soup. Mhm.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Venino, thank you very much for your time. I'm so glad that tonight you managed to join our conversation, and I hope you're going to be here the next week, okay?
Yes, teacher. I thank you for your time. But for me, it's special. Your time. Thank you. Thank you so
Excellent.
much. Thanks a lot, sir.
Take it easy,
Bye.
buddy. Pura vida.
Bye, por allá. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Okay, so I guess we just reached to the end of our show. It has been so interesting to talk to you about food because it's something that is so important. If you go into if you go into a new country, yeah, and if you don't know what people eat, at what time do they eat, what do you they like eating, what are you going to do? How are you going to handle yourself for this before you travel into a new country? You need to be prepared. You need to be able to say rice, chicken, meat. You have to be able to tell them bread, butter, ham, cheese, water, milk, cheese, everything you like in your meal, in your daily meal. You need to know how to say these things in the English language. So this way it will be easy for you to deal with these issues. Another thing that you also need to know is about money. Do you research how much will it cost you to buy these? How much is the money exchange? So people, with all due respect to them, will not fool you, because if you don't know what you're saying, most more often than not, they will take your money. So all these things are so important, and it's also not good when you rely on someone else to do the job for you. You've got to do it yourself. Do your research, study, learn. You have plenty of time to prepare yourself. Now, when it comes to English, the information is out there. You don't need to, um, like in the old days, go to a library or something. You can have all this information in your pocket, in your phone. Open up your phone and read and learn how to say this. But most important that everything we talk about tonight is you have to learn the things you don't eat, the things you don't like, or the things that you are allergic to, because this one can kill you. So if you can't eat peanuts, make sure you know what they are, properly pronounced in the language of the country you're going to. I don't eat peanuts. I don't eat dairy products. I am allergic to this, that, and blah, 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 because these simple tips might save your life. So be careful, be safe, enjoy your time, travel the world, and have a beautiful time. Thank you, everybody, so much for your time. I will see you next week and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye bye.